Bachelor, I cannot deal with a wife. They mad as fuck, all I can say is alright. A couple bands, that is not nothing, it's light. A running man when I pull her with a 9. Number 9 on my jeans, yeah. I'm too real. I cannot reach on my baby. How you feel? Yeah. Do you love me or the money? Cause I can't tell. All of the hater that been on my life, I'm wishing them well. Yeah. Cause I gotta get it when I'm on the road. Designer hard on me, even on my toes. You seen a young nigga, I'm doing the most. Cause I can't fuck with the young nigga, they lying. Fuck all these bitches, I know that they gross. I'm living my best life, one that I chose. But Lindsay, I can size 40.
You're 14. You got another one.
I got another one. Ooh.
We gonna have a good Christmas this year, Rudolph? Hey there. Why not make that special someone's holiday season by stuffing their stocking with a loaded shot sock?
Stuff your stockings in style with the Shot Sock. You can get your Shot Sock now at theshotsock.com.
Happy holidays from shotsock.com. We gonna have a good Christmas this year, Rudolph? Hey there. Why not make that special someone's holiday season by stuffing their stocking with a loaded shot sock?
Stuff your stockings in style with the Shot Sock.
Okay. All right. Yeah, so we got a podcast show, but not without my shot socks. Here you go. Brought to you by the original Shot Sock. And you guys can get your own this Christmas, man. Actually, the online sales are starting soon. But yeah, welcome to the ABC show, man. We are super excited to have you guys join us today. We got another good show coming at you. I am your host with the most, or the less, however you see it. Jonathan Henderson, CEO of The Engine. Got El Grande Toro, Mr. Jonas Bull here with us co-hosting, as well as the man, Mark Clayton, in the building, baby.
Sir,
yeah, man. Back in action, back for another week, man.
Absolutely.
Gonna have a good time, you know. I came in the jersey representing ND,
we have
baby.
To acknowledge the jersey. It's like authentic, bro.
Yeah, it's the 2-4, man. You know, they they could use me this weekend. They could use me this weekend.
Where at?
You know, well they're playing against are they in Death Valley? I think they're playing at home this week.
They're home.
Night game against Clemson.
What position you gonna play?
Where would I be playing? Yeah. Man, they could use me wherever, bro. You know, wherever. You know, if they need me third and long, bro, to rush that QB, I'm good.
You won't be a good offensive guard.
No, they can't put me on that line, bro. They can't put some big boys on that line, dog. There's no way possible. But yeah, man, we're gonna, you know, NCAA is what we're starting off with. Obviously, you know, had a few good games last week. Had a few scores to watch, man. We had. Of course, Texas upsetting Oklahoma State, number 6. Yeah. I didn't watch the game, but I was surprised to see the result.
Were you really?
Well, I guess I shouldn't be because nobody plays defense in the Big 12. And it's like every game is whoever has the ball lasts in overtime.
True. I mean, but yeah. I mean, you can't be. I mean, it's you know, in Texas, like that kid Sam is at the end of the day, they're gonna be in the game.
Yep.
And it's gonna come down to him making a play. It's been consistently that.
Yeah.
Since he's
been there. Yeah, no doubt. So, is he an NFL prospect?
Yes. Third round, fourth round.
That early?
That's what I would do. Yes.
Really?
Because I think Sam has some intangibles that are like you don't coach that.
That's that Dak word.
He is uncoachable, man. He's a leader. He's tough.
Yep.
And he finds ways to win. I mean, and I don't know. I think he has some tools there that can, you know, in the right system, can be developed.
Yeah.
So I do.
Yeah, he kind of reminds me of a Tebow minus all the wins.
A Tebow with yes, and a better arm.
Yes, and can actually throw the football. I don't know how
much better arm than Tebow, bro.
I don't know how Tebow did it. He fooled a lot of people, man. I guess they basically ran like a triple option. You know, he even got drafted.
Percy Harvin.
Yeah. But that's the weirdest guy because you know
they put some guy. He had some dudes around him, man.
Hey man, that's Jesus and his disciples. Because he had some criminals around him. He had to try to save, man.
That's right. But yeah, bro. Nah, He made the most of it too.
Yeah, man. No, he's Tebow's the man. I got all the respect for Tebow, but yeah, man, big weekend football coming up. Like I said, there's another game. Oklahoma thrashed Texas Tech.
I think we did what we were supposed to do.
Yeah.
Boomer Sooner.
Well, Texas Tech beat Texas, so it's kind of hard to say that, you know. But that's the Big 12. Actually.
You know, when I look at our team, young as it is, offensively finding a rhythm, but defensively, I feel like from the first time, I was like, man, we got a defensive front.
Yeah.
And I think that's pretty active that I haven't seen in a long time.
Yeah.
And I've seen some play in the secondary from going back to last year that was, you know, pretty positive. And then our linebacker, I know we lost, you know, Murray, which was huge. But I felt like with the front, you kind of, you know, pad what you have in the secondary.
Oh, yeah.
At the second level and then in the secondary. And I was like, man, I think we're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
So to see those guys show up like they did versus Tech, I was like, well, that's what I saw in the first game.
Yeah.
I'm happy to obviously see it. And I feel like that's what we should be.
Defense is weird, man. It's great to have the total package, the secondary as well as that front four, but it's funny how front four can make a secondary much better, and a secondary can make a front four much better if they can cover.
If they can cover. More often than not, it's the other way around.
Exactly.
Without that front four.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, that's how the Giants won their Super Bowls because they made sure they kept a lean, strong, hungry, mean Jason Tubbs, straight hand coming at you. Jonathan Tubbs?
Osei?
Yeah. That front four, man, is serious. But game of the week, as we know in NCAA, is, like I said, Notre Dame versus Clemson. We got something for you, Tigers, boy. We got something for you, man. I was at the game when y'all came down to Arlington and thrashed us. But it was not that bad of a game played by Notre Dame. I tell people all the time, we only gave up like 4 or 5 big plays. Outside of that, Clemson was fighting. Problem is, all the weapons they had in that game, they got coming right back this year.
7-1.
Which one?
Ooh. Because you guys or Clemson?
No, Clemson.
Yeah,
and
i.e. number 1 overall pick. They don't have that guy.
Who? Trevor Lawrence? Oh, yeah.
Everybody except one, maybe the biggest one.
I almost forgot. That's why I think we got a chance. That's why I think we got a chance. I thought we had a chance when I saw him play the first time. I was like, oh, Notre Dame, we got a freshman quarterback. Then I saw the kid play. I was like, I think Brady just put on a Clemson uniform because the kid was out there. Or Cam Newton, bro. He looked like a.
It was like a young kid. It was.
He looks like a young Cam Newton. It's so weird because he's 6'6". Yeah. He can run it. He can throw it. Bro. You know. Yeah, bro. So I'm glad that guy's not playing. We got another guy. They got a pretty good backup though. He's a freshman. Got his first start this week. Ugalele.
That's what I'm saying. It looked like Cam. You were saying Trevor looked like him?
When I saw Trevor play against Notre Dame in the Cotton Bowl, I felt he looked like Cam Newton because of his size, his arm, and the kid just wouldn't stop. I was like, all right.
Not because of his style choices.
No. It has nothing to do with his hairstyle. They both got long hair. He could probably put it up in one of them Cam things.
Although we don't know what he wore to the game.
That's right.
Yes.
He could be one of them.
They don't get as much coverage.
In the pregame.
But he reminded me of Cam, bro. Big arm, big guy. I didn't, and athletic, and not necessarily the style in which they play, because Cam is a bulldozer.
Indeed.
Trevor is more of a pocket guy, but he can get outside that pocket and do some damage, and that's what.
I think that's offensive to Trevor's throwing ability.
Oh yeah.
To be honest.
Well, they both have big arms. Now Cam, he's a lot more accurate than Cam.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but Cam's he had a big arm before his shoulder injury. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, I don't know. I see Cam. It's like a shot put, bro.
Yeah, it's like struggling now.
It is struggling.
Yeah. Shoulder injuries they're rough.
It hurt. They're tough.
They're rough, man. And we're taking a lot of time this morning because there's not much time to talk about when we get to those Cowboys, right? I don't even want to talk about that, but we're gonna move on to the NFL because we have to.
We can talk about them.
It's like
2 words.
We'll start with the Cowboys. What are your 2 words? 2 words for the Cowboys. Let's go around the horn right here.
They suck.
I was going to go with something a little different. I was going to say they lost.
All right. And no good. No good. My Cowboys are no good right now.
Good, yeah.
And 2 more words. No hope. They got no hope. No hope, bro.
Man, bro.
So
Dak, it's becoming more and more obvious.
Yeah, the Dak is pretty freaking good. This kid last week. Now, I've been watching football for a lot of years.
Okay.
Some of the arm angles he was trying to deliver passes with last week was just mind blowing. The kid's dropping down, like going sidearm, and the first time I was like, he might be okay. He might have a clue. But then he did like 15 more times.
15 sidearms?
15 more times, bro. And
were they accurate?
No.
They wasn't accurate.
No.
Okay.
No. I think he befuddled Cooper on one play.
Yeah.
Because he's running to the sideline and the kid like dropped down. I don't know how. It looked like he hyperextended his own knee.
Right.
And came down sidearm and the ball went back in bounds like 40 yards.
Actually he could have caught it, but he wasn't ready.
Yeah.
He didn't think he was. Such
a weird he's like who throws it to me? This dude's got a softball motion. Yeah.
That's like basically every time I was downfield.
Yeah. That's like somebody to me. That's like somebody just popping a ball in the judge machine and not telling you and just firing off. He didn't see it coming, but Cowboys got beat, if y'all didn't see it last week, pretty easily by the Eagles. Man, our kicker is going to be our MVP this year. Greg the Leg, MVP. Cowboys. Enough, man. Enough. They play the Steelers this week. I hope they still have stars in their helmets by the time they leave that game because it's gonna get real ugly, bro.
Oh, they go with the no stars,
that's
no
tough.
name.
No, the Steelers just gonna knock
no logos.
The Steelers are coming to crack heads, bro. Steelers are coming to crack heads. So
yeah, they are.
We'll see how that goes.
What they didn't do was crack our heads last week when they played the Ravens.
Yes, that was a great game.
Found a way to win.
Yeah.
But they did not crack our heads.
Yeah. The Steelers and the Ravens, that was a very good game to watch down to the end.
Fought it to the end for sure.
To the end. Did you get to check it this week?
Down to
a little bit. Yeah.
What?
I might have caught
progress. Progress. That's what I'm talking about, baby. I'm talking about. Got Jonas tuning in to a little football.
Yeah. I mean, that was like I was not not to make comparisons with the other events going on in the world right now, but like watching that. Was not expecting it to go the direction that it went towards the second half.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
That's right.
It was.
And you said, as you were saying, Baltimore actually dominated the game.
They actually, yes, like
but,
20-20.
Yeah, but
apart from turnovers.
Yeah, I mean, it was not like Baltimore has nothing to be ashamed of in that game.
Right.
At all.
Right.
Like that was a hard fought game, and. Yep. I mean, I'm not going to say that nobody has anything to, but it was, it was pretty freaking good.
Yeah, it's good ball. It's a good brand of ball.
Is it what you expected?
It was exactly what I expected.
Yeah.
Us to run the ball, do what we do, and then Pittsburgh to find ways through the air to make it happen because they're not running the ball. They didn't. I mean, it was tough sledding for them running the ball. Yeah. But they found ways through the air to make some plays. I thought it would come down to the whoever has the ball last, can you punch it in and leave as little time as possible for the other squad, or does it come down to a field goal? That's exactly what I thought it was going to be.
Hey,
you mentioned?
Has anybody seen Hollywood Brown? That guy's on my fantasy team. He hasn't scored points in like 5 weeks.
Whoa, you got him on your fantasy squad, bro?
He's just been on my bench recently. What's going on, man? He's just not getting open? Are they covering him or what?
Man, you know what?
The guy flies.
What was that? Hollywood said something in a post. Let me see. What was that? He said, and I quote, "What's the point of having soldiers when you never use them?"
Oh, so he's mad too. He's mad too. Okay, Hollywood.
I understand.
That's why you still on my squad.
Just like I told you, like I told you last week with Dez signing. It's good.
Yeah.
But, it comes down to will they use him?
Yeah.
Will they use Hollywood, the guys that are out there?
He's like the Bernie Sanders. Like you would have won by now if you'd put me in the game.
Oh, Hollywood, man. So I was going to ask you that. You brought him up first.
Yeah.
You brought him up first. So do you think Dez will be a factor next time they play? Even in the fact that they got to they have to cover him.
Does he go in do they pull him up? I think something has to happen in order for them to pull him up. I don't think they just pull him up because I think the receiver play was was fine. Nobody was just dropping balls. But we also, I just, when the ball is not 40 yards in air time to Hollywood at any point in the game, it doesn't, I don't get that.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
Especially because Pittsburgh, when they understand we're running the ball, and they still didn't stop it. But even to that point, they were locked and loaded for the run.
Yeah.
So I know there were opportunities to get
Soften
some
them up.
shots down the field we didn't take in.
Yeah.
And so I don't know if Dez gets in, but does it matter at this point?
Yeah.
Because the problems, I don't even say they're big problems. The thing that we need to take care of, and I say we because it's the Raven is. How do we make plays down the field when we need them most?
Yeah. Yeah.
No receiver has failed us yet.
Yeah.
We just haven't made those plays yet.
Haven't really maximized.
We haven't had the opportunity to truly make that play.
Right.
Dez is the best receiver on the squad. You don't keep that guy on the practice team.
He's not the best receiver on
Dez.
the squad. No.
All day, man. I feel that. Hey, I feel that if you put him.
We were just talking about civil
against that
disagreements.
defense.
So
This will be one of them.
You put him against that defense, and you put him 1-on-1 against anybody. I'm throwing the ball to Dez. I'm gonna give him a chance to get it.
Yeah, give him a chance. That's fine. I like that.
And I can't say that about anybody else on Baltimore's team, though.
Anybody else?
No, not on 1-on-1 play.
The 1-on-1? I mean,
Unless I see-
1-on-1 what? I mean, it depends. 1-on-1 down the field, 1-on-1 intermediate.
1-on-1 anywhere.
Yeah.
Now Hollywood Brown 1-on-1 down the field. I'm Hollywood all day with you.
Absolutely.
With you on that.
Yep.
But I think Dez is the most dominant receiver by far.
It could be.
Could be.
Yes.
I'm just a huge
Could
Dez
be.
fan. I don't know.
Yeah.
Throw it up again.
I think he
I'm
would
anxious
do
to see that.
I think
guy.
honestly he would do what Snead did.
Yeah.
What Snead did. I think that's what they would do.
I think he's more physical than Snead. I think he's gonna have a lot more yak.
He's bigger.
Yeah, he's gonna have a lot more yak.
More yak.
But we'll see.
We will see.
That's all speculation.
Time will tell.
Good thing he is on your team, so
Yeah,
that's something to be
I
happy
appreciate
about.
it.
You
I appreciate
know? Man, what else?
The more the merrier.
This week we also had Tua Lua
Tua.
played his first game this week, and I thought he looked pretty good, man.
Yeah,
What'd you think about it?
He didn't have to do a whole lot. They balled. Their defense balled. Special teams balled.
Yep.
I think Tua did. He was serviceable.
Yeah.
I'll say that. He didn't mess it up.
Do we have Oscar? Oscar, our usual technician, is not here today, but Kenny's filling in, man. I mean, we're not gonna miss a beat.
Kenny?
Y'all got it, man. Kenny's the man. You know. I don't know.
Kenny's a runner.
Hey, I was about to say, man, Jonas,
He's a runner
we
too.
might have somebody that can get with Jonas, man, on that running over here. Like, see, you guys might have to put a little runoff thing going on one weekend.
He's
you know?
faster, but
He's faster.
It's the Auburn Tiger over there.
he's faster, but I'm
We
faster.
got the tortoise in the hair.
Got the Auburn Tiger over there. Do you have that clip or two up, or we gonna be able to get that in? Or?
The left hand guy.
It's coming.
I saw a stat like he was the first left hand starting quarterback
In Miami?
in the league in a while.
In a long time, yeah. I
Since
saw that, but I don't
Vic?
remember.
Was Vic the last one?
Left-hander? Yeah. I can't recall a left-hander apart from Vic.
Yeah, because
It's been a while.
tell me this: have you ever had a left-handed quarterback?
I have not, and I'm actually glad. Like I think even when just
Receiving
catching
the
balls
ball.
from somebody from that throws left-handed it's backwards.
Yeah.
and it's weird.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is it a
The
little
way it
different?
comes in, it feels like your eyes have to adjust to the trajectory
Yeah.
and the rotation because it's just backwards.
Yeah.
It throws you off.
Yeah.
And so, it would take, a lot of practice. Just practice repetition. But, dude, it's different. Catching the ball from the lefty is different.
Yeah.
Catch it from the righty, hands down.
Yeah, I always wondered that because I know that Atlanta always had a hard time catching Michael Vick's passes when he first came on the scene.
Yeah.
Like,
probably they were going about 150 miles per hour.
That too, no touch.
You know, I used to work with Michael Vick.
Did you really?
At an undisclosed company.
Really?
Yeah, a couple years
Did it
back.
have to do with dogs?
No, I did not.
It did not have to do with dogs.
Good,
No dogs allowed.
Good dude.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't work closely with him, but yeah, he's a pretty decent guy.
Nice. He was my favorite in the NFL, like all
Yeah.
time.
I mean, as long as you
Him and Deion
yeah,
Sanders.
just keep the dogs away.
So we got Tua coming up. Yeah,
Oh,
man. I
we
just
get
want to
Tua.
take a little quick look at old Tua, man. He got out there to shine a little bit in his first start. coming back from that serious hip injury that he had down in Alabama out,
Mm-hmm.
and that took Bo Jackson out. So he's tougher than Bo Jackson.
Or the technology is better.
Could be the
I think that's it.
I'm gonna go with the technology.
I think that's it. I don't know if he's tougher than Bo Jackson, man. Bo knows
Yeah.
bad hips.
If Bo was around now,
Yeah.
oof.
Yeah, let's take a look. So he struggled starting out, coming out the gates. I was actually excited because I had the Rams defense playing against him. I was like, I'm going to take my chances against this rookie quarterback. And didn't work out the best for me.
No, I mean, he they said first play he got acquainted with who probably is arguably the greatest defensive player of all time.
Yeah.
Aaron.
Yeah, that kid there.
Aaron Donald.
They say he's like a running back playing on the D line because of his height, his speed, his quickness coming off the ball.
He's insane, man.
And if you know anything, like if you've ever gone against the O lineman, don't take much to get around those guys. If I'm not talking about the NFL O line now, those guys are pretty good.
It don't take much.
For a small, quick guy on the outside.
Should we tee something up? Should we tee something up where we get an O lineman and then you try to rush, you try to pass rush?
Yeah, I would love to do that. I would love to do that. I think I can get him.
Incredible.
If I gotta get him,
We'll start doing Joes versus pros.
Yeah,
I think I can get him. I don't know.
You think?
I think I got a nice little hezzy.
You got a hezzy?
I got a nice little
That
hezzy.
hezzy could be.
Put him in that washing
Like,
machine one time, hit him with that Dwight Freeney.
You don't get caught in it though.
Then you get your shoulder smashed.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, your shoulders are touching.
You'd be on the injury list.
But no, man. Yeah, and I was impressed, man, by Tua, man. I thought he came out and balled and did what everybody expected him to do, man. He had a good showing in his first game, but Dolphins, man, it's crazy. They were horrible last year, and now they're beating people, man. They actually started getting
they've come up a lot.
Towards the end of the season, they started, getting games were closer, and. He made some moves last year. People were thinking the Dolphins were going to be, nothing for the most part.
Yeah,
but
trades.
But that guy is really good at his job.
Yeah. So basically, if you plot the curve of how Dallas is done versus how the Dolphins is done, it's essentially opposite.
Completely opposite. And they've got 2 more picks coming in the first round this year, so they're set up for success, man. Tua's got a bright future ahead of him, man. But there's another team in Florida that is right now. And that is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yeah.
And they went out and handled the Giants. They beat them by a couple points.
Bucks versus Giants.
Hey, man,
so that's another one that went right down to the end.
Yeah, it was a lot closer than I thought.
If there isn't anything that lets you know the parity of the NFL, it's that game, and then it's the Bengals versus the Titans.
Yep, Bengals won, didn't they?
Yes.
Crazy.
New York, technically, like, they really could have won.
Yeah.
Right. But those two, it was like, man, yeah, that's the NFL for you.
Yeah.
What about that? What about that last minute call though in the Giants Bucks?
On the Giants, hey, my girl was talking about that. She's like, "Oh my god, the Giants should have won that game." Yeah.
So the decision of the official stands. Like that's, that's no matter what the sport is. Like that's the rule. Like you can complain about it, but ultimately what they decide, right? Whether we agree with it or not, that's the law.
The ultimate decision.
However, man,
talk to us, Brennan.
Well, it just you just have to wonder, like, could that have been handled better?
I feel that if you have instant replay and you have a camera, showing you exactly what went wrong or what went right. I feel that you should use that evidence to make the correct call. And half the time in the NFL, they choose not to. Right? For whatever reason.
I understand that. It's like the chances of fucking it up should be damn near 0.
Yeah.
And they are not.
Yeah, especially when I have super slow motion replay.
Right. But I can see where contact happened.
Yeah.
And then when the ball hits your arm.
Yeah. So it's
although I'm gonna tell you this, as an offensive guy, so Danny Dimes, he made some incredible throws in that game. Yeah. But he also missed some fundamental throws. Mm-hmm. And that was one of them. Yeah. The play, the scheme, the call, the setup, perfect. He hesitated and threw the ball late, not only late, he threw it inside.
Two no-nos.
Two no-nos.
Yes.
Never late. Don't throw it late.
Yep.
And if you do,
don't throw it to the middle of the field.
Don't throw it inside. Late and inside. Like,
yeah.
We could. There is the call, but that's nullified if.
Right.
Then he just
does his job.
Yeah. Literally. Don't just do your job. Here's
that's the thing. You're going to have bad calls.
Yes.
It's going to happen. Or calls that just don't go the way you want it to.
Yeah. So he put it in the ref's hands by not doing a fundamental thing. Yeah. And that is throwing the ball on time.
Yeah. A lot of people have been saying that Danny Dimes is turning into Danny Dollar Store.
I don't know, man.
Hey, when he threw
I wouldn't mind having him.
I go to the dollar store myself. So
Notre Dame represent. Let's go.
That ball he threw to go to Tate was special.
Yeah.
That's why he's one of the best in the world.
I think it's fair to say to point out the positive as well as right.
Hey, is Danny Dimes faster than Lamar though?
Fuck no.
They said that he ran the fastest mile per hour of any quarterback this year on that run that he fell down on.
Speed.
Yeah, had the highest top speed. Faster than Lamar.
Oh, I'll take Lamar.
Yeah, I would too.
Who you put your money on?
Oh, Lamar all day.
Who you put your money on?
Jones is going with the analytics.
It's all about the data, man.
Danny Dimes. But no, so AB, he's joining Tampa Bay this week, so that'll be awesome, man. Yeah. Excited to see that guy back on the field. He's another one of my favorites, much like Dez.
Love that guy. I remember he first came.
Yeah, man. So
that could be great or terrible, to be honest.
Yeah, and from all the reports, they said he's been a great teammate this far. Said that he's just up the team around him, their level of activity in practice. Yeah, they said he's a freak, and they can't believe how in shape he is right now. But that's nothing new, man. I watch him on Instagram and Snapchat, and dude, he lives it, bro. He lives it. He's a true professional athlete.
For all you young guys out there, apart from some of the shit that went on outside, what he does as an athlete, as a professional, off the field, oh my God, bro. Watch that guy.
He's a model.
Watch that dude. He's a model. He takes care of his body like no other. Yep. I mean, and he puts it on. It's public. You can see it. Yeah. That's how it's done.
Yeah. No, he's great. And I'm looking forward to seeing him.
That's one of the things when we started this was to talk about the business of sport, like from the athlete's perspective. Yeah. Especially college level up to professional level, that there are things that you have to do. Yeah. You have to treat this like my body and my skills are my business, and treat it as such.
Yeah, man.
And for sure. And he does it. He does it.
He's a model.
That's absolutely. Well,
so we'll see.
That's that's what to look forward to in the NFL. We got Dez coming back at some point off the practice squad, hopefully this week, and we've got his jerseys online. I'm gonna have to get one, man. And then AB's coming back this week. Priest, I always want to call him Priest Holmes, but Bell. Le'Veon, he's been going hard with Kansas City. They got another win this week, so that's
Kansas City. I know we're gonna move, but how about them dancing?
Oh yeah, bro. All right. So if y'all haven't seen it, y'all got to go YouTube the disrespect. That these Chiefs showed this weekend, right? So this wasn't even during the timeout. I think this was just during during
the play.
During the play.
They're trying to get
right.
The play.
Defense made their call, offense in the huddle, and the swag surfing song comes on, right? I swag and I serve. Hey, we know the song. Yeah. So, song comes on and you see all 11 Kansas City Chiefs just go in with a choreographed looking dance, boy. They got me hyped.
They got me hyped. Yeah.
They got me. I was like, let's go.
Chris Jones was hitting with the Dougie.
Yeah. Hey, it's always. What is it about the big dudes? The big dudes with the moves, man. Big dudes with the moves always gets everybody else going, you know.
Dude,
so
it was fun to see. But it was also just a big Kansas City telling them that y'all fucking suck.
Yeah, and we are better than y'all.
We are better.
We're gonna dance and we're gonna hit you in the mouth on the next play, man. Yeah. So Kansas City, man, that's Joe Rolling, man. That was a lot of fun watching those guys get after it and love what they do. But yeah, man, moving on. Did you get a chance to see that boxing, the fight this weekend?
I didn't see the fight.
Did you see the highlights?
No.
You gotta check this one out. So, Davis versus Los Santos, I believe.
Los Santos.
Did I get those names correct, Kenny?
Davis, Los Santos.
Yeah, Santa Cruz. I'm sorry.
Santa Cruz.
That's
Swami Swanson.
It's really close.
Samsonite. That was way off, right? So,
knockout?
Santa Cruz. Oh my gosh,
Yeah.
bro! It was a beautiful knockout.
Really?
Beautiful knockout. So they
I
were
missed that.
against the ropes, and he caught him with a beautiful uppercut, bro. Like it doesn't. That is a picture perfect uppercut that he hit him with, bro. And hit him with that left uppercut. Gorgeous, bro.
Picture perfect uppercut.
Picture perfect.
Did you box?
I've trained.
You've trained.
Yeah, I love boxing. I love boxing. I think it's a beautiful art. And once you see, or once you step into the ring with someone that knows what they're doing, you understand a lot more that this is a lot more than just throwing hands. Like footwork. That's what I appreciate about Teofimo Lopez. His footwork was amazing against Lomachenko. And Lomachenko just kept trying to get him against the ropes, and he just swing out, bop, 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 go back to the body. And but no, I love boxing. But hopefully we can get this clip up here in a second, because you got to see this knockout, bro. It's
Sweet.
it's a instant classic, bro. You remember Glass Joe and
more so than the MMA knockout when the dude caught his foot and he did a round.
about the same.
Roundhouse.
Yeah, you remember Tyson Punch Out when Don Flamingo get knocked out and his little knees go
Yep.
blue, blue, blue.
Yep.
Well, this guy's knees had less action and it went straight down.
Well, when Noodle.
Yeah, bro.
Straight.
It went straight down, man. He looked like he tore his ACL.
Yeah.
But I think we got it up coming up right now, I believe.
All right.
But you gotta take a look, bro. He took a couple shots to get in there, but once he finally got in there, he got him pretty good. That's Terrence Crawford and Kell Brook right here.
Okay.
They have a fight coming up as well. So we got a few awesome fights coming up here in the next
Well, I know
3-4
the
weeks.
fight that I'm going to watch.
Which one?
Tyson.
Tyson and Jones?
Like,
Tyson Jones.
Tyson Jones.
Yeah?
I absolutely am watching that.
Yeah, I'm watching that one as well.
Just because.
Kell Brook.
That's I don't know if that's historic, like
And
literally
Crawford?
historic, but I mean that's pretty big.
Hey,
Tyson said he's gonna break this man.
Set at the top.
Yeah, right.
He said he's gonna break this man.
Tyson said he's gonna end his exhibition career or something. like that.
Roy Jones Jr. said, "Hey, let's have a fun little fight." And Tyson said, "Sure, I'll kill you.
I'm killing you. Yeah, sure. I'll kill you.
I'm gonna eat your liver."
Were you able to get that
I'm absolutely watching
that knockout?
See, these are two guys.
So weird.
That's set at the top.
No worries.
Two-
No
yeah,
worries.
Two at the very top.
At the very top of their field for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
And with total dominance.
Yeah.
Like for an extended period of time.
Yeah.
And to see like, you know,
So it's
me
just
as
one
a
of them is
guy,
crazy.
I'm like, dude, like even now, like when I play flag, there's like moments where I'm like, oh yeah, oh, like
Yeah.
what? Like shit, I might be able to go give them like a game or two.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking like, oh my god, like I know there are gonna be flashes of what was,
Yeah.
like today, because you know those dudes, I mean, they're very
But-
special guys.
Yeah, they're both special, but it's two different types of special we're talking about here.
Very
All
much
right?
so.
Like, so Brian
Yeah.
Dawkins is special, and like
Every
Wes Welker was special too at receiver.
you're
right?
right, absolutely.
They were both special football players.
Yeah.
One of them is a animal that
Yes.
will knock every bone out of your body, and that's Brian Dawkins.
Indeed.
One of them is real quick and he's really good at what he does. That's Wes Welker.
He's an animal that can take a lot of blows.
I don't think those two will go up in a heads up drill.
See what Wes has is on the intangible side.
Yeah.
Oh, he's the right. Like he gonna be his face
Got the
gonna be disfigured. He gonna come back. He gonna come back, bro.
Like I've been telling you, man. I don't think this was a very smart move.
Well,
I don't think
you
it was a
got
very smart move by the way.
two people who are unquestionably consummate professionals.
Yeah.
Like absolutely have skills, have talent,
Yep.
have all that stuff.
Yep.
It's just one of them is a psychopath.
Yeah.
Indeed.
A barely controlled psychopath.
Yeah. And he also knocks out 6'6", 250-pound guys.
Yeah.
He is
He
fighting
did.
a 5'8", 150-pound guy
That's
right
more
now.
difficult a target than 6'6", 250.
I
That is moving.
there's some truth there.
I agree.
because I mean the bigger the
Come
guy, the bigger
Yeah.
you get, like there's the difference between and I'm trying to think of somebody's name, but like the difference between a guy who's like 5'11" and 160 pounds, fighting a guy who's 6'5", 250.
Yeah,
like that's serious.
Bro.
Like that guy's gonna get smashed.
yeah. It's like
The difference between a guy who's 6'4" and a guy who's 6'5", like it's basically or a guy who's I'm trying to
Well, it's really like watching
adjust
like,
that up.
so
and my math is terrible,
no, I
but
get
like you
what
adjust that up, and the difference between them gets smaller. Like it's kind of like age difference. Like
For
if
sure,
you're like if you're 25 and you're dating somebody who's 15, that's bad. But if you're 35 and you're dating somebody who's 25, it's not so bad.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. No doubt.
Yeah.
It's kind of like, all right, Devin Funches or Alshon Jeffrey or any of the bigger, slower receivers they're good versus looking at OBJ.
Yeah.
Or AB.
Yeah.
We're out of here.
Yeah.
Or Jakeem Grant in Miami. Like, that quickness is something that you can't, like, as a 6'5", 250, you're not necessarily going to be quick.
Yeah.
You may be quick in your way, but you're not going to be that quick. I promise you.
Yeah,
Come to the
very
short
true. Very true. Very true. But
you know,
Tyson's
I get
also
that.
5'8". Like they're both the same height.
Yes, I mean
almost the same
the
height.
point that I'm making is the mountainous guys that he's knocked out.
Yeah.
In the past.
It's
really
a much
not
different.
that.
You're saying he had
Although
bigger
it's
targets. So.
Yeah, there's a lot more
easier-
surface area.
easier to
hit.
He's gonna be all right.
Yeah,
This one is gonna be a little different.
It's gonna be a very
That's
different
all.
fight.
Well, the question
They can connect.
I think
Of course.
aside
It's
from
gonna be 9-9.
aside from the potential for injury
Yeah,
there,
that'd be bad.
because no doubt the older you get, the more potential for injury there is. But aside from that, like the question that you have to be asking yourself if you're in Vegas betting, or if you're on the training camp of either of these guys, or if you're either of these guys, is do I still have the endurance at the age that I am now to take this far if I have to?
Yeah. And I tell you right now, Roy Jones, no.
You don't think so?
No. He's
Why?
not ready, man.
Why do you say that?
Man,
How do you know?
I'm
You
looking
in
at this
camp?
man.
Yeah,
You just looking?
I'm
I haven't seen, but
Oh, from the eye test, bro.
from the eye test.
From the eye test. Hey, did y'all hear what he said?
so
So,
Buster Douglas,
man, Roy and Tyson
he did not pass out.
Roy and Tyson had a conversation recently, just talking about the fight.
Right.
And Roy, he I don't know what he was trying to compare, but he was like, man, well, if somebody asked me, I'm not gonna say no to drugs ever. I was like, what? Or similar to that. That's not his exact words.
What?
He's like, if you offer me drugs, I'm gonna take them. I was like, hold on. Did he really just say that?
The fuck was the context of the
That's what I'm
conversation?
saying. Bro, like,
kind of drug, and then like what?
Roy is not
what?
ready. He's not the same physical specimen he once was. Is my point. That's all I'm saying. And I love Roy Jones Jr., bro.
It's like
that
you
was,
said-
that's
it's
looking like
it's
saying
like
one
if
of
you
these bap.
Yeah,
You offer
Like
me
my
pie.
favorite, bro. Like,
If you offer me pie, I'm not gonna say no.
yeah. He said drugs. And I was like, oh, man. This dude is not ready for this fight, dog. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
just
I'm
because
sorry.
that's
Oh,
saying.
I mean, bro, I'm looking at the man like he is not. Tyson resembles himself as a fighter when he was once in the ring.
I said, yeah. I was like, okay.
I mean, yeah.
He's gonna be good, pretty
honestly,
fucking good.
like if you look at like the shout out to Extreme Nature's Metal on Instagram. If you look at some of those things where they have like the old lion,
Yeah.
like he's still tough.
Yeah.
Like
He is.
he may not win this next round, but he's going out like a boss.
Yeah.
Like he is
Yeah.
not going down easy.
Yeah, no, he's.
And that's Tyson. Like he has that like I'm the old tiger look about
Yeah.
him. Like
Well, Tyson is going in to finish this guy. And I think he
is.
will.
He
I
is.
think, I hope they stop the fight quick enough. I hope Roy Jones Jr.'s corner likes him and they throw that towel.
I hope they go the
'Cause-
distance. I hope Roy gets lucky and knocks him out just because you said that.
Yeah, I do too. I would love to see Roy knock him
I
out.
would-
I'm just trying to be realistic.
I would, yeah,
dog.
I would actually prefer to see a solid
Yeah,
fight.
yeah.
Than,
I don't think it's going to happen,
But-
guys.
You think melee?
I think one round.
Melee, we're out here.
One round. Hey, Roy said that this is a bucket list
Yeah.
thing for him. So
I hope it's close to the end.
I hope he lives to talk about it.
If it's close to the bottom of his bucket list.
Yeah, man. But no, so more, exciting fights coming up. Like I said, Kell Brook and Terrence Crawford. Kell Brook got his past 2 fights. He got both of his orbital bones broken. Earl Spence broke one, and I think Manny Pacquiao broke the other one. But he's back to fight Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford is what Mayweather says is pound for pound the best fighter in the world. I think it's Earl Spence, who is also has a fight coming up on December 5th versus Danny Garcia. I went to the last one out at Texas Stadium before the wreck. So this is his first fight since his wreck. So let's go, Earl Spence. You are our champ, baby. You are our champ, and I'm looking forward to Crawford knocking out Kell Brook, and then you guys battling next year, man, and unifying those belts. So. That's the path that we see coming up, and I think Spence is the man. I don't see anybody beating that guy, bro. Terrence Crawford's really good. He's got size on Spence, and he's a great fighter as well. So that's the fight to watch. That is the fight for 2021. So
Crawford Spence.
Yep, Crawford Spence. I'm looking forward to that one.
You heard it here.
You heard it here first. But yeah, that's boxing, man. That's what's going on. Now to our favorite part of the show. Tech Talk.
Well, we got a couple other things in sports going on. Just to keep everybody, keep an even playing field, right?
Yeah.
National Hockey League is way behind on starting their season. They're actually ending their season about the time they should have been starting. The next season.
Much like the NBA, man.
Yeah, a lot like the NBA. They had some issues with obviously coronavirus in a stadium is an issue, so they got shut down at the beginning of the season last year and didn't start back up until late. They had a bubble in Edmonton, similar again to the NBA. They also had some collective bargaining things going on that were big news in the hockey world a year ago, but are now kind of And so they're getting, but they got their CBA in place. They're looking good there. They're just trying to figure out when can we start? How many people can we get in? Dallas Stars was in the run up to the Stanley Cup. Yep. And of course they got no ticket sales out of that because it was in the bubble. So everybody wants to see how many people can we get in safely, and how soon can we get that started. But another thing, you guys know, I don't know if anybody else does, I'm a big fan of Formula One racing. And a lot of interesting stuff going on there, but the big thing going on right now, Lewis Hamilton, who's been racing for getting close to 20 years now. He's been racing for a while now. Maybe not that long. Getting close though. He's set to tie with Michael Schumacher for the most world championships. We'll find out very soon.
Michael Schumacher was the man back in the day, bro.
Yeah,
he was
I used to play like Forza.
Right. Bro.
So Hamilton already has records for the most wins. So he's won a Grand Prix 93 times. Pole position 97 times. Top 3 podium finishes 162 times. Been in the points, which means that he scored team points 226 times. So he's been in the top 10 finishers, 226 races. Career points like 3,000 and something. He scored most points in a season, and this season has Mercedes again for like the 3rd or 4th year in a row has locked in as the constructor championship. So of course, there's racers the team which has the car and the engineers and all that kind of stuff. So that's locked in. So now it's just a matter of, is he going to clinch the season championship, world championships for the season, and which will put him tied with Schumacher for the last record.
Nice.
Then he's got one more win. He's younger than me. He's like 40. He's 40 something.
Nice. Is Andretti?
And the question is the question now is though he's hinting that he's not coming back next year. And so it's one of those. Another one of those. Do you want to retire on top, or do you want to drag it out?
Yeah.
I mean, he's made the money.
Yeah.
He's broken all the records.
Yeah,
Like,
literally
all the records. The only thing I don't think that will be broken is there's a top track speed, and because of the way they've changed the safety limits now, so they don't let them go 280 miles an hour. I think it's 236. I think is the top track speed ever for Formula One.
Right.
I think that's right.
What are they now? Like 218.
They hit in the 218, 220. Yeah. Pretty regular, but that's kind of the limit for what they can do now. Because they kind of want safety and
those cars fly,
right?
Yeah. Oh, it's insane.
Those cars fly. I watch it in the mornings, sometimes Saturday mornings with my daughter. She likes the colors.
Right.
So she's like red card, and then when it goes into the pit, to her it's a boo boo.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. You gotta fix the car.
That's right. So sometimes this has been a crazy. So if you're into that, and I know not everybody is, but if you're into that, this has been a crazy year for Formula One racing, for all racing, but for Formula One. They had the late start to the season. A lot of the tracks were closed, and they've had to rethink which tracks are we going to. They've had
with the cars touching and getting too close, or what?
Right, the cars have to socially distance. Actually, that's been a problem. The tires have because they haven't had the chance to do the engineering on the tires. The tires have been falling apart in some of the races early on.
Yeah,
so that's really been interesting.
And I know this in Formula One. This is more NASCAR, but
right.
I was excited to see Bubba Wallace jumping a red and black 2-3. I was wondering if they were going. Yeah, they made it's red and black Jordan. He's on Jordan's team now.
Right.
So Jordan owns the team, owns the car or whatnot.
He did,
and he came out in the red and black. I was like, that is sick. I thought he was going to be wearing purple and teal. Right. But we talking real deal MJ. Let's go.
Official.
Let's go, Bubba. Let's go, Bubba. I don't even watch NASCAR, man. I still won't. But I'm rooting for you, dog, every time you're out there, man.
Yeah, the NASCAR can kind of be like baseball, in that there's so many of them sometimes that it's hard to keep up with and keep your up. But I think it'll be an interesting season to see that one too.
Yeah,
very much so.
Especially if you're in this part of the world where NASCAR's a big deal.
Hey, but one thing you can't do in that NASCAR.
That Texas
you can't go out there with the shot socks on, man.
Oh, you can.
You can, but I guess there are no po-pos pulling people over.
Not for speeding, that's for sure.
So
technology stuff, though.
Oh, yeah.
Go ahead, man.
I feel that Bubba Wallace will be the best drunk NASCAR.
The best
of all the guys. Like, my name Bubba would be the best.
Any, yeah. Yeah, Bubba is going to be the one to win that.
Mm-hmm. Man,
drunk NASCAR. Well, that should be a reality show. Yeah. Drunk NASCAR driving.
Drunk NASCAR driving.
Yeah. I mean, you'd have to go a little slower, but
that'd be a great. Oh, and don't they call that demolition?
Yeah, exactly what it is.
I thought they called that. I thought they called that any day on 65.
Yeah, every day in Dallas.
Right.
But yeah, so tech talk. What you got for us, man? I know you guys got something special this week, man.
So Voyager 2 ghosted us for 8 months. You ever been ghosted? Like you text somebody and they don't text you back?
Yes.
Yeah, so Voyager 2 ghosted us for like 8 months. So I guess it shut down for the coronavirus. I don't know.
Did it show up just out of nowhere?
But it has come back.
It's resurfaced.
Yeah, it has resurfaced.
What?
Hello.
I took a nap.
I guess it would be the spaceship.
I was sleeping.
Hey, you.
I was asleep.
Yeah.
You got that hey you text
right.
For 8 months.
Or what I always do. Oh, I'm sorry, I just saw this now. I just saw this.
Hey, so tell me this: when you did get ghosted, and somebody come back and say, "Hey, I was asleep," like how did that make y'all feel?
Asleep?
Like that was the one inexcusable excuse I ever got.
Sleep.
Every time I heard someone say I'm asleep, like if I send a text and I don't get a message back for like, and this is fast,
If it was 8 hours, sure.
It's like
if it was 8 months,
nah. It's like, hold on, you were asleep. You went to sleep at 3 PM,
right?
For 47 hours, and it's Tuesday now.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm sorry. Just wondering if that excuse suffice with y'all.
Voyager is. So you think about that. It was launched in 1977.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Where is it? It's not low already.
Oh no, that one's the one that's out like way out there, out past the formerly known as Pluto planet.
Voyager's out there, voyaging.
Yeah, it's out there past. I think they've. Depending on who you ask, they say it's officially out of the solar system.
Yeah, and there's no one. This is like unmanned, right? So it's
there's nobody on board.
It's out there.
It's out there floating.
Yeah, so basically it's the in the part of space that, as far as we know, is only colonized by robots.
Do you think some Martians grabbed it and hacked it and tapped into the?
Yeah.
I don't know. According to what was that? There was a Star Trek movie. It was
the elections out there.
Yeah,
right.
It is time.
Yeah, that's what somebody said. Voyager responded back. Yeah, I'm still out here, but I ain't coming back till you guys get your shit straight.
Voyager sent in a vote.
Right,
mail in vote.
But Voyager 2 is 43 years old.
Jeez.
And we think about I was thinking about that as being like really old technology, and I was thinking, I'm actually really old technology too by that standard.
But still, I mean, that's a
default.
Whoever built
You need
that,
to upgrade it.
Right? Yeah. Well, I've had better maintenance probably.
Was that made in America?
Voyager, yeah.
That's a well-built machine. I wish RCA would take after their model. Because I can't keep an RCA. I stopped buying them, but you can't keep an RCA for a year. That thing's been in space for 43.
Well, that was back in the 70s we built them to last. So, yeah.
My bad. I didn't mean to put y'all on blast like that, RCA. Y'all are great. Send me some product and I'll talk all day about you, like these shot socks. But
Starlink beta's going live.
What's that?
Starlink is the network of satellites that.
Oh yeah, that's what you were talking about.
Elon Musk.
Yeah, we watched the train.
That's right.
Which is amazing.
So the demo, the beta of that's going live. It's $99 a month. So it's first of all you have to sign up for it.
Yeah.
So they're not doing it for everybody. I signed up for it, didn't get picked.
That's all good.
But they're going live. It's $99 a month for the technology that may not work.
Wow.
Plus a $500 to get the receiver, the spaceship receiver.
And this is to be able to have internet.
Basically get internet almost anywhere. I think it's more in the middle part of the northern hemisphere right now, but that's just the beta.
Nice.
So far they're saying that the speeds that they've seen are ranging from 50 megabytes per second to 150 megabytes per second.
That's as good as my AT&T service.
I was gonna say it's way better. It's way better than what I get from Boost Mobile.
Yeah, it's brutal at home. Right.
So which is why I signed up for it.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking like it can't be any worse.
No doubt.
Yeah, AT&T, man, they got to get with the program, man. I don't know. I guess I don't know if anybody was ready for what's happening right now. And bandwidth just going out of control. The way that everybody's online, like all at once now.
Yeah.
Whether it's at school or work or whatever it is, but no, that's
one of the cool parts about that. Like I read, and so this article is like, SpaceX says there are no laws on Mars, so maybe Elon Musk will be president. And so in the agreement that you signed,
in the NDA, that's right, or not the NDA, the user license,
for services provided on Mars or in transit to Mars via Starship or other colonization spacecraft.
Yeah,
the parties recognize Mars as a
free planet
that no Earth-based government has authority or sovereignty over Martian activities. The governing law section states.
So that's awesome. That's cute, great. Right? It's funny,
right? But no,
it's kind of cool.
But tell me what's going on.
It's a contract, right?
Yeah.
So this is, Elon Musk has some problems. Like, I think he would be the first to tell you that he's got some issues.
Yeah. He has Neuralink already.
Right.
It's already there.
But this is where, he probably wasn't the first one that came up with the idea to do this. But this is where the genius comes in. Like when you sign that thing, the way that we interpret, the way that the courts interpret those license agreements now is that is a legally binding contract.
Yeah.
That means that if the courts continue to recognize those as legally binding contracts, that means that the United States courts, a sovereign state, recognizes Mars as a free planet. Indirectly, but it is setting a precedent that this is not a United States territory. This is not a Russian territory.
Therefore,
That this is a free planet.
they have no jurisdiction.
Yeah. So the genius of this, sneaking this silly little thing in there that into a license agreement nobody was gonna really read.
Yeah.
Is that unless the court changes their position on end user licensing in general, or decides through some weird legal wrangling that we can't recognize that part of it.
So, no, yeah.
We've established a minor precedent, but we have established a precedent that this other planet that he's obviously serious about colonizing one day, that it's a free planet. It's
That's
totally
nuts.
separate from any state or government.
Yeah,
It's start all over again.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
the Voyager, like
Right.
whoever, you land, conquer,
Yeah.
set up shop.
Yeah.
Who
Yeah,
wants to
whoever
live
has the
on
most
Mars?
resources,
Like, they got
The
nothing
most
there.
power wins.
How you gonna get chips out there?
You're gonna have to bring your own chips.
Yeah, you gotta bring your
You're
own
gonna have
chips.
to do. You're gonna have to do like that movie and grow some potatoes.
Chips don't last 3 years.
You're gonna have to grow your potatoes in some poop.
Man.
You saw that movie?
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
But that's bro. That's just weird. I don't know. I have weird questions.
No, those are good questions though.
That is a good
It
question.
takes 3 years to get there.
Like, how do you get tacos?
There's gonna be a supply chain built.
Right.
I mean, how long does?
But is there enough water to grow anything on Mars? Is there enough sun? Like, is there enough
I don't know.
elements?
Well,
They found one lake, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, so right now they believe. I mean, obviously nobody's there, like checking it out on hand.
Yeah.
But they believe right now from the By the way, Mars is the only planet that we absolutely know for a fact is solely populated by robots.
Yeah. That's
Right.
nuts.
Yeah.
we
Kind of scary.
That's
as far as we know, that's the only one.
Yeah.
But what we've learned from those robots, we believe that Mars does have quite a bit of water. It's just frozen. So we do know that it has a polar ice cap on the, I believe, the north, what we would call the north pole.
Yeah.
So we believe that's all pretty much water ice that's drinkable.
Yeah.
Right.
And they believe that there's a fair amount of like subsurface water that's frozen.
Yeah.
That would be accessible if you were there. So there's
So
that was the
manufacture and release some greenhouse gases and create
right, which is something we should be pretty expert at, right?
Yeah.
Like we're
Jeez,
good at producing greenhouse gases, so we should be able to take that
Reproduce
technology
that.
on the road, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. So that's it's pretty interesting, and that was yeah.
That's bad. I mean, I love tech and how it progresses. Wait, and it's new.
Yep.
Wait, it's one. Oh, and the progression of it, and so like to see this is just like,
Yeah.
this is insane. I mean, but
Well,
this
it's
in
crazy. My
combination of
grandmother
5G,
my grandmother who just died a couple years ago was born in
something like that.
1921.
Whoa.
1921. They barely had radio.
Yep.
It was just at the end of the First World War. We barely had radio.
Well,
barely had
How they
cars.
traveled? Yeah, that was the first.
Yeah,
car
like
was
well,
what?
yeah,
Horses,
that's
like
what
30?
she was. She was a teenager before anybody in
Had
her
a car.
part of the woods had a car.
Yeah.
And it wasn't hers. It wasn't their families.
Horse and carriage.
Yeah, they were riding horses or walking.
Riding dirt.
And
Yeah.
now, like everybody's got a cell phone. We can we could pick up. I could pick up the phone and call. They'd probably be pissed about it because it's late right now. But I could call somebody in Europe right now.
Yeah.
No problem. Other than that,
No.
they would wake them up
Right,
probably.
yeah.
Interrupt dinner.
Or Australia.
Yeah, I don't know.
Right.
This siren, y'all. I don't know if y'all can hear this, but we got a siren
We
going
got
on
a
outside,
siren
and it
going
is
on. It's the first time on the show.
tornado
Right.
warning.
It's
Yeah.
good.
Maybe that's Voyager trying to get in contact with us or
It
something.
may be.
Maybe Voyager has entered
It doesn't.
the atmosphere. It's entered the stratosphere.
Ah.
If it's the EA, while we support the initiative, we will not currently participate.
Yeah,
Right.
absolutely not. But yeah, man, no, it's that's just throwing me all the way off.
It
Yeah,
is.
that's throwing me all the way off. But y'all, like, this has been another fun show this week. Just one more quick shout out to our sponsors, our proud sponsors, Shot Socks. You know, never leave home without them, baby. All day long. Got me too, baby. Yeah, man. But until next week, man, we'll see y'all. And enjoy the weekend, man. Great games, great boxing coming up. A lot of great things happening. And, man, see y'all later.
Yeah.
ABC show. We're out.